First fight of the night, Dustin Jacoby versus Max Grishin. Max Grishin came in 4.5 pounds overweight, which to me didn't mean, I got a rule. Well, we both have a rule where we fade overweight fighters. But this fight has a little bit of a different feel when it comes to that. You had an overweight fighter last week, and Jared Gordon come out with the win because it helped his fight style, which my man here said. But this is a similar example because Max Grishin fought at heavyweight, his first fight in the UFC versus Tybura. So he's naturally a bigger guy trying to get down to like heavyweight. So I'm not necessarily fading him because of him being overweight. I think that might actually help him in the same way it did Jared Gordon. But that being said, Justin Jacoby has the speed advantage, and that's why I think he's the favorite in this fight. So all in all, it's a tight fight. I think I'm gonna stick with Max Grishin by KO. With the extra 4.5 pounds adding to his power. He's slower, but he's going to land one good one, and I think that one good one, second, third round, if you're one of the round guys, second, third round, Max Grishin take 15 shots to Justin Jacoby. He can end the fight. Could go to a decision, though.
I agree with a lot of things you said. As far as the weight with Grishin, that may be something that a lot of people don't know, that he was a heavyweight. And he's gone from heavyweight, lightweight, even pre-UFC. So he's definitely fluctuated a lot. I don't think he's going to be altered by missing a weight either. Jacoby, also, he has a crazy speed advantage, I believe, in this fight.
You think crazy? You think it's huge?
I don't think it's huge. I think it's substantial enough. I think he using the leg kicks. The speed with the leg kicks is going to hurt Grishin a lot in this fight. All in all, if Grishin does win, I think he will have to finish Jacoby. I think just with the pace and with the volume Jacoby has, he'll win at least 2 rounds out of the 3. I think Grishin will be too low volume. So unless he gets that knockout, I don't see him winning this fight. If it goes the distance, I think Jacoby should win the first round off pure volume and pace. I think Jacoby all around is a better striker. I think Grishin is one of his toughest opponents he's gonna fight, but I think he should be able to win this fight. Grishin advantages, since he's so low volume, I think his cardio will hold up through all 3 rounds, but that also depends on the amount of abuse that he takes. I think Jacoby's cardio, which we've seen was terrible in the 3rd round of his Contender Series fight, but that's because, like I said, he throws so much. He threw so much in the 1st or 2nd rounds, and the guy just didn't fall. His face was busted, but he was there. So Jacoby, I guess, got tired of throwing kicks, punches, and he's aggressive too, and that's why I feel like he has a chance, because he doesn't just land. He lands with somewhat power. I don't think he has enough power to knock out Grishin either. That's why I think he's going to win a decision. I don't think he has enough power. I do think Grishin has the power advantage. So I really like your pick. I think I'm going to go in a super tight decision, maybe 2-1. I can see Jacoby winning in the first 2 and Grishin winning the 3rd. I'm going to go decision for Dustin Jacoby.
What you went with, the reason I'm taking Grishin by KO is it has to do exactly what you highlighted, which is that he's over-aggressive. Contender Series guy, got to rule against Contender Series guys, against actual people I think who are actually talented, actually experienced. And I think that over-aggressiveness will get him hit with something he didn't plan on getting hit with. And that's our difference. So I think it could be a decision as well, but we definitely picked different people. So I think one thing that will give you guys as much different than everybody else is we'll help all the bettors and rate which bet, or we'll rate the bet to what we think out of 5 out of 10. We could do 5, just to keep it, do 5, because we'll do 2 point something, 5 points. I think that this bet, if you're picking it like out of this card, this is probably a 1. Like, it's not really a card, not really a bet you should be taking. decisively with large amounts. Just, I mean, you throw it in a parlay, it can go either way. It's up in the air. This is one of the least, one of the least definitive fights.
And just to get y'all guys on the value of our picks, you have Maxine Grishin coming in via knockout at plus 450, which is very valuable. There's a lot of value in that. Dustin Jacoby by decision is coming in at plus 180. Of course, I took the favor, so I'm going to have less value in my pick. Even if I took Dustin Jacoby by KO, he's plus 200. And I think that number's a little flawed. I don't think he's that much more of a favorite to knock out Grishin as Grishin is to knock him out. Now, a lot of people may not think Grishin is a big jump for Jacoby, but Grishin is a guy that has well over 30 fights. I think he has about 40 fights. So the experience, I believe, is what can hurt Jacoby here. And that's why I have it tight, and I would also agree with you. I would say a 1 is a good value for this fight. First fight of the night, two guys that aren't necessarily proven in the UFC. I think, if you have a side, just tread carefully in this one.